The Whisper Boy. The boy never spoke, not in class, not at home, not even to the counselors they sent from the city. His name was Eli, pale, small, always watching. His silence wasn't shy but stilling, like a pond too calm to be natural. The teachers called it selective mutism. The students said he was cursed. He sat alone, always alone. The first was Mr. Howard, the janitor. Rumor had it he caught Eli wandering the halls after dark. The next morning, Mr. Howard was found in the boiler room, an old extension cord tight around his neck, swaying beside the flickering pilot light. No one connected the two. Not yet. Next was Maya Cleaves, the loud girl from 6th period science. She liked to taunt Eli, dared others to poke at him, throw pebbles, whisper cruel things. One day she got too close. She leaned in like she was going to tease him, one kid said. But then he whispered something, just a little. I saw his lips move. She went real quiet after that. That night, Maya walked into the lake behind her grandfather's farm and never came back up. They pulled her out in the morning. Her mouth was still open, like she'd been whispering to the water. After that, people kept their distance. But some forgot, or got curious, or thought it was just a story. It was always the same. If they got too close, Eli would lean in. His lips would barely move. You wouldn't even hear it, just the sound of breath against skin. Then they'd be gone. No one knew what he said, not the police, not the psychologists, not even his parents. His father, Mark, couldn't take it anymore. One night he placed a digital recorder in Eli's room, told himself it was for the doctors, but really, he just wanted to know. Eli sat cross-legged on the floor, staring into the corner. When Mark entered, Eli turned and smiled, for the first time in weeks. Eli, buddy, Mark said softly. Can you say something for me? Eli tilted his head, leaned forward, whispered. The recorder picked up something, not words, just a sound, wet, low, curling at the edges like smoke. At 3:12 a.m., Mark played it back. At 3:17, he left the house. At 3:41, his car plunged off the bridge outside town. The recorder was found on the passenger seat. The file had been erased. After the funeral, Eli's mother, Claire, stopped sleeping. She kept every light on. She never let Eli out of her sight, but never got too close either. Sometimes she thought she heard whispering from his room, but when she checked, he was always silent. Then one night she took his hand, dressed him warmly, and drove them deep into the woods. Not the lake, not the bridge. Somewhere no one would think to look. By morning, they were gone without a trace. Weeks passed. Then, deep in the forest, a ranger found the remnants of a fire pit, scorched earth, a child's torn jacket half buried, a voice recorder wrapped in a woman's scarf, nestled in a ring of ash. Authorities played it back in a soundproof room far from town. The file was mostly silence. Then came the crackle of flames, a faint, wet sound, like breath turning to steam. And finally, Eli's voice, whispering. Claire and Eli were never found, but sometimes hikers say they come across scorched patches of forest where nothing grows. They say they feel watched, that they hear breathing, that the air for just a moment smells like smoke, and sometimes, soft and low, they swear they hear a child's voice whispering just behind their ear. Some stories you don't tell, not because they aren't true, but because the moment you speak them aloud, they start looking for you.